How's it going? This is Darius Poole, your mortgage loan originator professional. Now, I have received a comment on my last video asking the steps, and they was a little bit confused on how to become a loan officer. Now, I am glad to be able to answer this question for you, give you some tips. I'm gonna keep it brief and simple because I don't want to make it confusing. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm gonna just read off of the official checklist for the website on NMLS. So I don't mess anything up, and I'm also tell you a little bit of what I had to go through, my little experience and stuff like that. So you can grab pen, pencil, and paper. Sorry if I'm gonna mess up some of the things, but it shows that I'm being authentic about it. So first things first, you gotta decide if you actually want to do this. That's first and foremost. You gotta decide. Right now, the market is kind of bad, pretty bad if you're just jumping into it, because you got a lot of people out there that saying the rates are too high, can't do this, can't do that. It's too high right now. I don't want to buy. I ain't got enough money. It's a lot. You gonna hear that a lot. That's what I've been getting so far, being licensed. Rates too high. They ain't got enough money. They don't want to do it. This and that. But as long as you put enough effort and you're motivated to do it, you'll find clients. But because of that, it's so many competitors out there. It's so many options out there. Everybody is doing this, so it's a hard thing to jump into. I can't speak for realtors on that side of it, jumping into that course. But I know as a loan officer, mortgage and loan originator, it's hard to jump into it because a lot of people is doing it. A lot of competition out there, and the rates are high. So, but first thing first, decide if you want to do it. If you want to do it, great. Check that off. Okay, I'm wrong way. Check that off. All right. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and move over. Next, you need to register for a NMLS unique identifier number. First thing first, before you go find out what course you want to do, class you want to attend, no. Find out, get request an account. Because that ID number is just like your driver's license number, just like your ID badge at work, your employer number, social security. It's how NMLS, the whole licensing system, identifies you. They don't know your name. They know your number. You put your number on everything. You put your number on a business card. You put your number on emails. You put your number on everything. First thing first, request that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the website. NMLS. I could put the link in the description below for the NMLS for you to request an account. Request individual. You type this thing in there, bam, bam, boom, 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 boom. And then you fill this out. Once you get your ID number, you're good to go. You're good. That's how you do that. Now, the next steps is to complete a 24-hour pre-licensing education. Let me go here. Boom. 24 hour. Now, the national is 20, but it's 24 because we're in the state of Ohio. If you're trying to get Ohio license, it's 24. You gotta take an extra 4 hours of Ohio content. Right here. Bring this up. Right here. It's 24 hours. 4 hours include Ohio content. It's Ohio law and all that stuff. Every state is different for the amount of hours extra you need. It's 20 hours minimum. 20 hours minimum just to pat like the course you need. But to get state license in whatever state you're in, it is an extra X amount of hours. For Ohio, it's 4. So I'm going to only speak for Ohio. It's 4 hours. Now, I'm going to have to cut that out because it showed my username and password up there. I'm going to cut that out. But yeah, I use mortgage educators and compliance. This is the company that I used, the place that I went through. Um, it's pretty relative. It's real cheap compared to the real estate and probably other places. Like, cause you can see right here, new license bundle, only $209. $209. That's it. And then you can set up for a 7-day course, 14-day course, live webinar, online course, to where you have a certain amount of days to complete it. I did I believe the 5-day course or seven. Yeah, I think it was like the 5-day course, to where I had Monday through Friday completed. Monday through Tuesday, I had certain amount of like chapters to do. Wednesday, Thursday, certain amount of chapters to do. Then Friday, I took the quiz, and that's all it takes to finish your course. I'm not exactly sure how it is with other companies, but this is how it is with this. And I like it because it's real good. They laid it out perfectly fine. I like the chapters. It gives you an online ebook that explains everything perfectly fine. You should have no problem learning the system, like learning everything they teach you. Good. But the negative part about it the negative part about it is that they recommend 60 to 90 extra hours of studying for the test. Now, that is hard to believe because you can sit here and you could take the online course that you need to complete, but they recommend 60 to extra 90 hours. And yes, you definitely need to do 60 to 90 extra hours to learn. I mean, if you're like a person that just understands and completely understands how to do things, like a very, very quick learner, you just boom, first time read, you get it. You might not need all that. But someone like me, I needed all of that. You know, there's a lot of YouTube videos to learn. There's a lot of people teaching it. You can go to Affinity YouTube page. The lady on there, she does perfectly good on there. But long story short, yeah, you need to complete your course bundle. Boom. See, it's only 20 hours because that's the minimum. But for Ohio, you need an extra 4. So go ahead, add that on there for 24 hours. And luckily, the 4 hours for Ohio, you don't have a time limit for that. You got a time limit on the 20 hours you need to do. 4 hours for Ohio, you don't need one. So complete that. Boom, boom, boom. And then once you complete the course, you take your time. Take your time to complete all the studying you need. And then if you feel confident, go to the NMLS website and schedule a test. You can do the test online or in person. Now, the first time I did it online, I don't recommend it. well, I'm not gonna say I don't recommend it, but for someone like me that had a lot of stuff in their room, I don't recommend. They check everything. They making me lift up the keyboard, lifting up my leg. I had to take every single thing out my room for them to be like, all right, now you're good to go. There's a wrapper on the floor. They like pick the wrapper up. Really? So I would just suggest just go in person. It makes so much easier because I'm pretty sure everybody has a lot of stuff in their room. They're not about to sit there and take 30 minutes to clean out their whole room just to put it right back after the test is over. So I just recommend find a center and take it. If you just find a center and take it, makes it much easier. And the test is 120 questions. You only get graded on 115 questions because they throw in an extra 5 in there for testing purposes, for them to learn to see if these questions are good to put on there or not. So they throw 5 in there. So you only get graded on 115, and you need a 75% passing rate. 75 passing rate. You get 3 tries in 3 months. First try, you fail. You gotta wait 1 month from that date. Then you can take it again. You fail, wait 1 month from that date, take it again. Then if you fail it 3 times, then you gotta wait 6 months and take it again. Mostly because they like, if you fail 3 times in a row, 3 months in a row, then something's going on with your studying that you need longer. So I suggest you get it down pat before you take the test. Tests, they definitely try to throw a lot of curveballs your way, but if you get the whole gist of everything, you should be fine. You know, if you did your studying, you should be fine. If you just read the question. All right. Then you pass the test. Boom, 75% or higher. Boom, you're good to go. Now, some places some mortgage companies, like hire loan officers in trainings, put them on a dollar system, have them call people, get them pre-qualified before they send them over to the loan officer. Some companies do that, and then they'll pay for your training. They'll pay for your courses. They'll pay for the registration fees. They'll pay for all that. Some places does do that. So if they do that, great. You ain't gotta pay for no licensing fees, none of that. You ain't gotta pay for none of that. They'll take care of it for you. There are other places that don't do that. And if you're like me, that wasn't sponsored with a company, and just did it on my own time, I had to pay for everything myself. So, right here is the Ohio license fee. $200 application fee. Yeah. $30 NMLS initial processing fee, credit report, and criminal background check. Yeah. So it's best if you be with a company, but you know some people might not have it because because companies don't pay well as a dollar. Some companies don't pay well putting you as a dollar. So I said I understand. I couldn't do it, so I had to do everything on my own. But you have plenty of time after you take the course to do all of that. So no worries on that. But that's all it is. So once you pass that, you submit it. You go through. You fill out all the application out. Do everything you need to do. The steps. You put down if you got any judgments out on you. You put down all that stuff. Just answer all the application questions. I'm not gonna go over every single application questions. But a background check, blah, blah, blah. They want to make sure you're financially secured or financially okay to be licensed. I had a couple of debts, so I had to take care of that stuff before they gave my license. Because they say, how are you able to teach somebody about finances, work with their finances, pull credit if your credit is jacked up, if you're not good financially? It makes sense, and you would think that since they do a credit check, you would think that bad credit, they ain't gonna want me. No, they just want to see that you try. I had to set up a payment plan with with a couple places, and that's all they needed. Boom, and then I got a license. Now, if you're not with a company, it'll just be under approved. Well, it's approved but inactive. And it will say that because you need to be sponsored with a company. That means you need to be hired with a company. Find your company, apply, they hire you. You gotta go into the system, give them company access to your records, to your account. Then once they see it on their end, they'll accept it, and then you'll be sponsored with them. And then that's when your application would turn from approved inactive to approved. You're good to go. Now you can start originating loans. You're good to go. You in there. That's literally all it takes. Of course, there's more to it, but the gist of it I basically cover, and I'll leave the website to LMLS in the description. I'll leave to the website to the LMLS to create your user account number. And I'll also leave the link in the description to the Mortgage Education and Compliance where I took the course at. So that's basically all you would need for that's basically all you would need for that stuff. There's really nothing else. You just gotta with the application, you just gotta explain some of your some stuff in your credit. They'll let you know everything you need to know by that part. But don't worry if you got bad credit. Don't worry. You can still get licensed. It's fine. NMLS is very workable. very workable. Now, if there's any more specific questions you need answered or specific questions you want answered, I can let you know in another video, or the link to my Facebook page will be also in the description, so you can also contact me on there. Uh, just contact me that way. But if not, I'll cover it in another video. But that's mostly what it takes. I might have forgot something, but I just try to keep it general, with it. And don't be discouraged. Don't be nervous or nothing like that. It's pretty standard and pretty easy. It's just the whole passing the national exam, safe test. That's really it. You just gotta learn, study. Just make sure you study. I failed twice. That third time I hit it on 75%. My heart dropped. But that's about it. So if there's anything else, put in the comments below, or get in contact with me on Facebook. I'll let you know everything you need to know. If you've seen this, if you need a house or got any questions on it, let me know. I'm the right guy to contact. I'm your mortgage loan professional. So have a nice day.